Good afternoon and welcome to the latest session of Spirit of the Valley. This is something exciting for me, and these girls know it because I almost feel like I've grown up with two of them. We've got members of the Hanover girls hockey team, high school hockey team, which have they have an enormous event privilege coming up in December if we can help them get there financially, right? Mm-hmm. But I want to introduce Caroline Howell, Grace Tecca, and Emily Acker. And they're the three captains, seniors, and they are going to help us. They're going to do it for me, actually. They're going to tell you all about it. I'd love to start out a little bit with the phenomenal history and track record this team has that got you to where you're being invited all over the place. Who wants to take that one on? Caroline?
Sure. So, as Judy said, we're going to be seniors this year, and for every year that we've been on the team, we've been fortunate enough to make it to the championship game and win it. So we've been pretty successful that way. We've had a couple of undefeated seasons, and we've just had a great record. And off the ice too, we've been doing some exciting stuff as a team. We have do volunteer work and such, and we've just been kind of a pretty successful team and been representing our school well. So
I saw you involved with the Special Olympics.
Yeah,
we do that every year.
Do you do Youth in Action as well, or just the special? Is that the one I remember best?
We didn't do any last year, but we did a pancake breakfast.
Okay, yeah. No, they are in the community. They aren't just on the ice being insulated.
We like to cook for David's house too. We do a couple of dinners once a year, so that's great.
See, that's what makes you well-rounded. That's what I'm like knowing about all of you. Yeah. So, who's going to talk about what's going on in Minnesota, which has us all revved up for working on funds?
Okay. So we got invited to the Schwann Cup in Minnesota, and it's a really good opportunity for us to play better teams from around the country so we can have some strong competition.
Is that a long-standing cup?
Yeah.
Has that been going on forever and ever?
Yeah. Apparently, we're actually not the first Hanover High School girls team to be invited. I think it's
2006?
No, like
I think
2001
it was
or 2.
like a long time ago, but
it's an honor.
Yeah, it is an honor. It's great because Minnesota is such a huge hockey community, hockey state.
We'll be the only team coming from New England, so that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So that means you're probably the furthest.
Yeah.
That's cool. How
There'll
many
be teams? Well, they have a couple divisions. It's not just, I'm not even sure which division we're in, but there's teams from Canada and all over the country, and then a ton of, I know the rink itself too is multi-story.
It's the biggest rink in the world.
Really?
I think, like biggest complex in the world.
That's going to be exciting just to see that kind of. That's a big time.
There'll be a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Doesn't even seem real yet that we're actually going there.
I know.
But it's a phenomenal amount of competition you're going to see.
Yeah.
And we're going to step up. Everyone has to step up for that kind of.
Yeah.
Wow.
Luckily, our team is going to be mostly veterans this year, so we'll probably have one or two new players, but we kind of know what we have to do to step up our competition to get there.
You'll be working hard. I mean, along with your regular season and all, you'll be training like you've never trained before. You ready for some hard work?
There we go.
So, obviously, to go on a trip like this many girls and coaches and whoever, they need to spend some money. It's not cheap, probably to even enter, much less travel. And get housing. So you really have a job ahead of you. I know you've done some. Our goal here, not that we can't fundraise, obviously, as a nonprofit, but we obviously want you to find out how you can, so that we'll be giving lots of contact information from website to an actual human being you can talk to if you have any questions. So we'll make sure you know how, because we really want to see people come out for what they're about to talk about. But I guess you're going to talk about a few fundraisers
that we've already done.
Yeah.
So our first fundraiser was at the Sustainable Farmer in Windsor, and it's an outdoor pizza oven, and Grace's band sang along with a couple others.
Yeah.
And we sold pizzas, and 50% of the sales of pizza and ice cream from the night were donated to the team.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It was
a great way to kick off the fundraiser.
What a start.
It was so good.
Yeah.
What a start. Okay, so then there was another one?
Yes, then we had we call it the Lax concession stand, but it was then an all-star lacrosse kind of thing that was happening at our high school, actually. It was hosted at Hanover. And we worked out the meals, and we had all the food, everything and burgers and hot dogs and sausages and candy and baked goods.
Baked goods.
Planning.
Yeah. Yes, it was a lot of planning, but and so we did that for the All-Star.
So that was successful, I hope?
Yeah, that was more successful than I think we thought it was
Yeah.
going to be.
Because
See, that's always what you hope will
at
happen.
first we thought we were going to also have to have a car wash in order for it to be really successful, but then we realized that
That would have
there's
been too
already,
much.
yeah, there's already enough
like
to
half
do.
of our team was really there
Yeah.
because it was right at the beginning of summer.
Yeah, and you burn out if you don't have
Yeah.
Yeah,
new
exactly.
creative
Especially
things
for
happening.
a
You
car
don't want to do
wash.
what everybody else does anyway.
Yeah.
You be original. You obviously
Yeah.
are. So then,
So then we had an awesome raffle. That was our most successful event by
Yeah,
far.
easily. We
And
made over
we went around
$6,000.
to local businesses and we asked them if they could donate an item, and we were fortunate enough to get like huge donations from
Over
these
$5,000.
Yeah, over
worth of-
$5,000 value of donations from local businesses. And we had so many items that we ended up putting them into packages based on what the items were. So there were things like fun in the sun, or like play like games and stuff, or
getaways, which
yeah,
is
or
like
free
that's
lunch.
what
which
free
is
lunch.
stays
People love
and,
those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh,
Or
people
Swift
bid
dinners
on
and
those.
stuff like
Our
that.
coach's son donated a fishing charter trip. There were some really awesome items, and then we allowed people who wanted to buy tickets for the raffle to pick which package they were choosing a ticket for.
Or like multiple. It was,
Or
like it was
multiple.
basically just 17 different raffles going on.
It's
at
kind of
once.
like what
Yeah.
happens at some of the hockey tournaments where you're putting
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
ticket
Yeah.
in the bin
Exactly.
you want.
Exactly.
What's being offered.
And so we did that. We sold tickets for about a month, and then we just picked them August 1st, and
August
so
1st.
that was very successful.
That was
people.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's fun when people give services. I mean,
Yeah.
you get an overnight or a meal. Or
Yeah.
People love that
It's
stuff.
great.
They'll bid on that no
Yeah,
matter what. 'Cause if
definitely.
they're not interested in all the other items, which they always aren't, they are in that kind of thing.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
plenty to choose from.
There's always
So-
something, yeah.
Yeah.
Because with a huge like
There's a
list
huge
of
spread.
stuff,
That's cool.
Yeah.
everybody's gonna have.
We
something
also were
they're
able to
interested
offer stuff that, because we were selling in Hanover, and we ran into the problem where people who didn't live in Hanover weren't sure if they could buy things that were like eat at Molly's or something like that,
Oh.
but there were actually packages that they could get anyway, so
Good.
it worked
Yeah,
out well.
you'd hate to be exclusive in any way.
Yeah.
That's cool.
in. Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Now, that pretty much leads us to the big event coming up.
Yeah.
Indeed.
This is huge. This is a good one. I'd jump in because describe it, talk about how they can, learn more about it on the web and go for it.
So the next event is called Fido and Friends, and it's a big, huge, it's a dog run basically like that. 5K.
But you can run it without a dog.
You can run it without a dog or with a dog. We're
They
easy
aren't
like
going to
that.
prohibit anybody.
No,
We
of
want
course not.
anyone and everyone to come.
And every dog, whether they have an owner or not,
Yes.
right?
If they can pay us.
And we'll have both. It'll start off with a 1 mile walk, so that's for people who don't necessarily want to go for a run, and you can do that also with or without a dog. And then after that, there will be a 5K running race, which you can do again with or without your dog. And then during all of this, there will be an obstacle course set up, and we're going to have the players running that so that if the parents want to go and either do the 5K or the run, they can leave their kids with us, and we'll be there to walk them through the obstacle course. It's not competitive or anything. It's
Just fun.
just fun stuff to keep the kids entertained.
Kids love obstacle
Yeah.
courses.
I love courses.
We'll have fun setting it up.
Adults love it too. But
Yeah.
so you'll all be on site, but working.
Yep, we'll be wearing our Hanover hockey T-shirts, so you can look for that.
You're probably going to have a few of those on hand if you need to
Yeah.
sell them too, right?
Definitely.
So, okay, so first of all, the date, because this has got to be on I want all of you to be writing this date down now.
Do it.
So it's September 7th, which is a Saturday. And the event starts, you can come at 8 if you haven't signed up online, you can register there. And then the first race is at 9, the second is at 10, and the whole thing closes at noon. So
Boy, that's a
it'll only
nice,
take-
compact
Boom, boom.
schedule. So what's the order of events?
the
What's
1
it-
mile and then the 5K and the obstacle course is just during the whole thing.
So they don't have to come at a certain time to
No,
be in the starting line or
correct.
something?
And we want people to register ahead of time online if they can, because we're going to be capping it at 200.
Yeah.
So we don't want people showing up the day of the race and not being able to participate.
Keep that in mind, folks. No at-the-door tickets for this one. This is, they need to know.
Yeah.
This is why we want you to be writing everything down, that
And
unless you're taping it.
first 100 to register get a free Fido and Friends 5K bandana.
And
so.
I've seen those. They are adorable. I saw them on Facebook. They're
Yeah.
just adorable.
Yeah,
So more incentive, be early. But 200 is the cap, so if there are 300 of you watching, you're in trouble. So just remember that online is where it's happening. And this would be a good time to give the name of a certain mother in this group who's going to be taking any questions that aren't
Oh
on
yeah.
the answer.
So my mom, Alex Howell, you can contact her by phone or by email. We'll have that on screen for you, so she can take any questions you have about the event.
I'm sure the website is pretty much all educational.
Yeah,
and
the
they'll
website
cover
is
the
pretty good on
questions.
it. Yeah.
I can look that up.
So,
Yeah.
So 8 o'clock is registration. No, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, 8 o'clock is
if-
registration
But
on
they've already
site.
registered
Yeah.
online, essentially.
Yeah, it's
I
pick
mean,
up your packages,
Yep.
like, because you'll get a number that we can tear off at the end. And also the first 3 male and first 3 female finishers get an awesome prize. Some of them are like leftover things that we didn't put into a raffle package, and some are other things that we kind of threw together. So
Nice.
there will be 6
I
prizes
promise you
handed
it'll
out.
be worth it.
Yeah, all kids, all dogs get a prize.
So there's no age limits or groups or anything. You just come and run.
Yep.
yeah.
And you don't, that's pretty neat not to have a official start time.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah,
get out there and
it's
run.
Yep.
They got the number so they know you're out there.
Yep. Race starts. The 1 mile starts at 9, and the 5K starts at 10.
Love
so
it.
just make sure you're there for that.
Yeah. So there's a lot of deadlines you have to think about, folks, but the main one is the date on the calendar, 8 to 12. So what are your duties that day besides obstacle? Anything else? Or are you just going to be doing whatever needs doing?
Yeah, I think just doing whatever needs doing, right?
We'll be out on the course cheering you guys along, supervising. We have there's a couple organizations that will be out on the course too, making sure that everyone's safe. They volunteered their time. We have some booths from local businesses like West Lebanon Pet and Supply, and I think State Line Sports, and they'll be there selling running gear or just showing things for your dog and stuff like that. So
And I don't know if it's running gear for the dog, but it's certainly running gear for the dog's owner.
Little mini sneakers, I think.
But yeah, right. I mean, Fido and Friend. I mean,
Protect their
Fido's the
little
important
pet.
one. His friend comes along because he has to.
yeah.
So the dogs are going to accompany the owners on the runs, or
Dogs have to be on
you
a
don't
leash.
do dog sitting? They're meant to be running.
Yeah, we'll have things set up so you can hitch your dog onto a carabiner if you need to, but we ask that all dogs be on the leash
Yep.
at all times.
There
So.
was a law,
Yeah.
actually, too.
Really?
Isn't there a leash law?
I didn't know that.
I mean, some ambitious person might decide, these dogs are all loose, I'm turning them in.
Oh yeah,
No,
we don't
I'm
want
teasing.
that.
So what else about this do we know? Is there any refreshments or anything there? Will they get water or anything like that, or
Yeah.
snacks?
We're all bringing oranges and cookies and stuff like that for
I can see the
everybody.
kitchens. I can see the kitchens the night before.
Oh yeah,
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are working hard.
we are, man.
We have
But
to.
you
Yeah.
want to.
Yeah.
This is
I mean,
a lot
this
of
is a
money we
big
have
deal.
to raise.
Yeah.
Does that-
$19,000.
Is that the
over.
Is that the total?
Over that.
Over $90,000.
90?
19. 90. That would be
That's a lot
heaven
of
forbid.
money. Okay,
good,
so
though, not that
$20,000, folks. They need this. I mean, this is an honor. We all want to see them make it.
Yeah.
They can't do it if they don't pay for it. So, but you're getting there.
Yeah. We're
19.
close.
Yeah.
We're
very
close.
You shouldn't tell them that.
We're really
They're
far away.
hurting.
We need a lot of
They
financial help.
they need the money, folks. But seriously,
It's true, though.
it's a phenomenal cause. This team has done more things over the years, but the records they've kept is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
We go down
Yeah.
every year to the finals, and we think, well, we hope, but we don't dare assume.
Yeah.
You pull it off every time. So
Yeah.
you have a great coach and a great bunch of kids.
Yeah, we
Great
feel pretty
coaches.
lucky.
Great coach,
and
yeah. You've
proud.
got a great family. It
Yeah.
really is a family.
It is.
You guys are all like sisters.
Yeah. We spend like from the moment it starts in November, I think, and when it ends in March, we're like
It's your family.
It is our family. We
You don't
spend
You're
like
with them
time
more
with
than you.
anyone else.
No.
Yeah.
Our other
None
friends
of
are
other
kind of a
friends.
little angry about it.
Yeah.
Well, but you're with each other more than you're with your family
Oh,
Yeah.
for
or
sure.
other
For
friends.
sure.
I mean, you can't avoid it. And,
When
and
if there's any open time, if we're not at practices, we'll have a team dinner planned, we'll have a team event planned, we'll have something going on to always
Oh,
keep
we'll be
us.
doing homework.
Yep.
oh yeah, I'm
That
sure.
too.
Can't forget homework in
On
school.
the buses.
Oh yeah.
We have Brian,
Yeah.
our coach Brian. He's our tutor. We say he'll help us with any homework.
He helped me with my Spanish homework.
Oh really?
Me and my teammate Sarah, we're in the same Spanish class, and we'd like go over study words with Brian. It was pretty
That's
amusing,
really
not
cool.
gonna lie.
It's like having a tutor. You can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Brian, he's pretty popular with the kids who are in geometry. He's
Oh yeah,
really good at
Geometry.
that.
Any math, any
He's
math.
a numbers guy.
Oh, and
Oh,
another
yeah.
incentive to
Yeah.
sign up for the race is that if we get 100 people to register,
Oh yes.
Brian, our coach, will dress up in a dog costume and be led around by his wife Carol, I think, or
yeah.
just be in his
Oh, I hope
costume.
it's by Carol.
So,
On a leash, of course.
on a leash, all dogs on a leash,
That'll
even
make
Brian.
me register, and I won't even run.
So
Oh,
another
can you
incentive.
do that as a way of donating? Just register.
Of course, you
and-
could just
So
register.
you can also donations are always accepted.
Yeah.
There's like
From-
if you don't want
from
to
this
run in the
minute
race,
on.
Yeah, from last 10 billion minutes on, you can always donate money. Checks are made out to HHS girls hockey,
Yeah.
and yeah, we're happy to do that if you don't want to come run.
And-
I understand that.
The website would have the address where the
Yeah.
checks
Yes,
can come.
website.
We have both a website for our
Right.
team and then the website for the running event itself.
So
But-
if you want to send a check in just right now, you're not available on the 7th or whatever, but they're not going to say no. So start now, send them
Of
often.
course.
A lot and often. Is that
Yes.
a good, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when do you actually go to Minnesota?
So the tournament is from, isn't it, we leave on the 29th?
I think we leave the
Or
28th.
28th,
of
that's
December.
what I was thinking, and
Yeah.
get back
Right.
the 2nd, right?
We'll be there for New Year's. We'll have our own.
You'll
Little
have
New
a
Year's
New
party.
Year's party.
You're a
Post on
walking,
that.
skating party.
Yes.
You know. So you're there from the 29th to the 28th to the 2nd. That's a good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our
and so
coach
you're-
four or
coaches'
five
wives
days.
said that if
Yeah.
we won a couple games, they'll, or maybe all of them, I think they said we'll be able to go shopping at a mall with them too. So we'll be
Well,
spending.
it is the Mall of America.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the biggest,
The
absolutely.
biggest
Yeah, we'll be
mall
at the
in-
biggest rink, the biggest mall,
Absolutely.
the biggest
Well,
hockey.
Minnesota, man, it has it all.
So you know, if the other stuff wasn't enough incentive, the shopping is.
Yes.
I've been on
Please
enough
let us
hockey
go
trips
shopping.
with girls who, I've been on enough weekend trips when all they want to know is where the stores, what stores are in this town,
Yeah.
or are there any?
Yeah.
Oh, well, the wives are getting a good deal here.
Yes.
Who wants to shop? The wives?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought so.
Hey, some of
Um,
the dads, I'm sure.
But the girls do too. But that's a pretty nice thing for them to offer since they get to benefit too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is going to be really huge. I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
So you've
Yeah.
done, this will be your last fundraiser, is that true?
Mhm.
Yeah. Well.
Well, we'll have other like mini, not so like, big fundraisers things,
right.
but things to like raise a bunch of money. Like we do this, we do a skate
Oh, I
for like
love
a bunch
that.
of little kids, and like we skate around with them on the ice.
Perfect.
Skate with the Marauders, it's called.
Perfect.
And so that's later into the season, but
That's
it's
become
a
an
fun
annual
night.
thing.
Yeah,
That's
too.
a
It's a
great
fun-
annual thing.
Yeah.
The kids must get a huge kick out
Yeah.
of that.
They love it.
Yeah,
They
and you
do.
probably do
Especially
too.
your
We love
family.
it, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
I
so
know the
fun.
kids that used to go do that with the Dartmouth skaters. That
Yeah.
Yeah.
meant the world to the kids that
Yeah.
were out there. And
I was
the
one of them.
skaters too. She probably loved all of them. Anyway, so you've done your biggest is yet to come, actually. But you've done so well that you're not sure which is going to end up being the
Yeah.
biggest.
We'll see how productive the
Well,
photo
this
and
this
friends
community supports hockey in
Yeah.
a way I couldn't imagine for a fairly small community.
I think the
Yeah.
raffle actually shows that
Yeah.
up the most because all of those prizes were donated. We didn't buy any of them, so it was like
Yeah.
It's true.
it was all of the community.
And this
members.
community is incredibly generous because you see, for every event you see that has a lot of sponsors, the same businesses keep
Yeah.
giving.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They just keep
Definitely.
giving because they really, well, keep it local is more than just for food.
Yeah.
It's a real, but they see the success you've had.
Yeah.
You couldn't have had it without a whole lot of
Yeah,
backing
we
and
couldn't
support. And
Yeah.
Support
it starts with the families, but the whole
huge.
town gets involved.
Yeah.
We all think we're part of the team.
Yeah. We
By the
really
end of the
appreciate
season.
that too.
Yeah, definitely.
And in full disclosure, my husband coached both of these
Yep.
two, so
Yes.
this is the last year he's going to go to a game and see his people, so
Yeah.
it's going to be hard. It's going to crush him. But it's going to be, we're very invested in them and we really love following them. So this is kind of a self-serving show today.
The
'cause I
hockey
love
community
doing
is
this.
definitely growing in Hanover too.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
especially there's like 21 girls this year that could potentially
next
try
year?
out for our team.
Oh, it's this
Yeah,
year?
this year, and we only have
Really?
one spot available, and there's 21.
Are they
Potential.
They're
to
going to
try?
be going
Like
freshmen,
freshmen.
incoming freshmen who play hockey for girls.
Yeah.
21 are trying out this year?
Yeah.
Well,
It's big.
potentially.
Potentially.
But
They-
you've heard of 21.
There
I
are
mean-
21
There are
freshmen
21
that
all
play
right, say
hockey.
there are only 16. You still, that's
Yeah.
for one place.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well.
good luck. But that's
Yes.
going to really pull out the cream of the crop doing
Yes.
that. 'cause you got a
Yeah,
lot to
it
choose
Exactly.
from. Tryouts ought to
big.
be interesting this
It's
year.
too bad.
Slightly
Just,
intense.
I feel bad for all the people who because there are so many people who try out, and this is any hockey team really, and we
Yeah.
don't have a U18 team or anything. So
Right.
it's like if you're too
This is
old,
it.
you don't make it, and you're
Your
done
hockey
playing hockey.
career ends.
basically.
That's what's hard. I think a lot of towns have this problem when they don't have a reserve or they don't
Yeah.
have a JV.
Yeah, the funding for
they
the
lose
boys.
those kids.
The boys JV team has to fund their team all by themselves.
Yep.
So, I mean, if they wanted to do that, they could probably get that started.
I was
It's
gonna
just
say,
a
have
lot
the
of effort, and a
Girls
lot
ever
of
tried
work.
to have a
But
JV?
also the problem is that not all of the hockey leagues are growing
Yeah.
hockey towns are growing as much
true.
as Hanover
Yeah.
is.
That's true.
So they wouldn't have
They
any
wouldn't have anyone
competition.
play.
Yeah,
That's
so
true
it'd be
too.
like,
They
just
wouldn't have the
practicing.
comparable
But that would
team,
be-
the counterpart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough problem to have.
Yeah,
with the
we're
numbers
lucky
you've
to
got,
be
but
who we are on the team now and be in the place that we are.
Are you
Oh,
saying you
yeah.
wouldn't make it if you were trying out now?
I'm not saying that. I'm just
I'm,
saying.
I'm here to argue. I'm here to argue with you. You would, but this town keeps promoting incredible hockey kids.
Yeah.
Will you get that many kids who could potentially make a team
Yeah.
as freshmen?
Yeah,
That says everything about how
Definitely.
popular it is.
definitely.
And the Hockey Association feeds right into it.
yeah,
Beautiful.
they do a great job.
They
Yeah,
really
they're-
do.
they
Everyone
have a
up.
great
I mean, your
hockey
coach has
Yeah.
been very lucky. I've kidded him a lot.
Definitely.
It's all who gets sent to him. No.
Yeah.
But he's always lucky. He appreciates it.
Yeah.
Because he has tremendous talent to pick from.
Yeah,
So
we're
cream
lucky
of the
in that
crop is
way.
what he gets.
Yeah.
You're the cream. Never called you that before, huh? So let's give them the data one more time about what's coming up September 7th, because I want everyone to know when, hours, website, any other contact information, your mom's name again,
Alex
and
Howell.
everything about it. Okay, Alex Howell,
It's on September 7th, 8 to
to
12. 8 to 12.
where?
Stores
Stores
Pond.
Pond.
We didn't
We
even
didn't
mention
say
I'm
that.
sure we did.
before.
It
Yes.
just dawned on me.
It'll make the course pretty interesting. It'll be a nice scenic route. I know
Scenic
that the 5K will be the same 5K that the Hanover cross country team
Oh,
does.
fun.
So it's already set up. We know it's the course and everything. So we're
That's
working
excellent.
on mapping out a 1 mile course right now. So
Oh,
We'll
the
try and make
facility
it-
couldn't be any better
Yeah.
or
No,
prettier.
it's great.
Definitely.
It's a
Perfect.
gorgeous place. It's like the Proudy Walk.
Yeah.
They just love that
yeah,
woods walk.
crossing our fingers for good weather.
Oh.
So
There's no rain date for this, I'm sure.
no,
You can't.
I don't
Run
think
in
so.
But you know what? This
Yeah.
isn't something
Hey,
you
dude,
can't
you
do
can
in the
run
rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like it's a
Dogs
marathon.
will love it.
It's not-
Yeah, dogs love
Dogs
the rain.
like
Dogs like
whether
it, and it's
cats
5K.
that
It's not 26 miles.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll
Get
cool
over
you
it
off.
if you're worried
It's
about
good. Yeah, get over it.
Okay, so the 8 to 10 Stores Pond,
September 7th.
September 7th is a Saturday.
Yep.
You're all available.
Mm-hmm.
Prizes, not raffles.
No raffle,
Prizes.
just prizes, obstacle course, booths from local businesses.
Cookies.
Is there is the age of the raffle? Is that for young kids or? is
The
that-
obstacle course will be for ages 6 and under.
Okay, so that's something the little guys will
Yeah.
get a huge kick out of.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
that's. I'd rather do that than run.
Me too.
So that's the data. Now, folks, the 7th, this is a major trip they're being invited to take. It's not everybody that gets invited, and it's a
Yeah.
huge honor and testament to what they've accomplished over the last several years, and will again, I'm sure. But support them. I mean, it really is worthwhile, and it's a great run, a great time of year to have a run. It's not a killer length, or just do as much of it as you can.
Yeah.
That's always the case.
We'll
But
be there to cheer you on
Yeah.
and keep you going.
these guys,
It's gonna be fun.
these
It'll
guys
be
know
a
how to.
fun
It's a
day.
fun
Yeah.
day, and it's all ages, and it's dogs.
And
I mean,
that's hilarious. My mom and I do those dog run races in the past, and it's just so funny at the start when the gun goes off and all the dogs try and race to the front and pull their owners or whatever. It's pretty hilarious. So
that's a sight and a half.
Yeah.
That's worth a shot. Right there.
exactly.
So support them. I know we will, and I think anything you can do will help. And start now. As soon as you see this, the website is.
Oh no.
HanoverGirlsHockey.wordpress.com. HHSGirlsHockey.wordpress.com.
But what about the Fido website?
That one's
That-
too. That's
there's-
on a paper.
There's a link
There's
right
a
on
link on
it.
the-
It's
yeah.
on the website.
Oh,
it's
okay.
really easy to
Okay.
manage.
Yeah,
You go
there's
to
a
like
couple-
summer 2013,
yeah, there's a
and Fido
tab.
and Friends has its
Its
has
own
its
page.
own page.
Oh,
so
perfect.
Yeah.
Okay,
You just
then
look
that-
at the website. And
Okay,
Yeah.
even I could do that.
Yes,
Okay, great.
definitely.
Yeah.
She had to agree with me, didn't she?
yeah. You,
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, you, I don't know. Me, I don't know either. Well, listen, this has been fun, and you really gave us all the information, all the enthusiasm. You can
Yeah.
read it in your face.
And
So
we
can
love-
everyone out there.
Support too by having the community come to our games too. We're always
Yeah.
looking for more
Yeah.
fans. Yeah,
It's always
see,
fun.
Yeah,
Because
see
her
what
mother
we do.
and I aren't loud enough. So, yeah.
You can see what we're doing on the ice as well as off the ice.
Yeah,
So.
and it's a terrific group who do philanthropic stuff and community stuff as well as some terrific skating.
Yeah.
September 7th, be there.
Or be square.
Or be square. Emily, Grace, and Caroline, thank you so much.
Thank you very
This
much.
is
Yeah,
really,
thank you.
really a fun
Happy
thing to
to
be
be
doing,
here.
and we're all going to root for you and do everything we can to get you to Minnesota.
Thank you.
Thank you
Okay.
very much.
You bet. So that's it, folks. Please support. It's really fun and worthwhile, and you get these kids out to a major, major deal in Minnesota. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.